Alright, so I would like to talk about right now, a very important thing that's been going around. It is considered to be one of the biggest epidemics in the world, mostly. It happens every day, and it can have major outcomes. I'm talking about bullying and harassment, pretty much, and how people are taking advantage of people. So, like, bullying happens pretty much everywhere if you don't notice. Like, I mean, yes, people hear it on the news that some people think when they hear on the news, oh, some gay kid just killed himself. So what? I don't give a crap. You pretty much should. Even though you may not have known that person, you should have at least give a damn for them. Show that at least you cannot believe that person died because he was being himself. I mean, when a person is themselves and they kill themselves for it, it's not really the way to go. Just because you were being made fun of for being who you are. I mean, people don't get it. I don't really get it either. It upsets me and sickens me that there are people out there who are going to harass and manipulate people just because of who they are. I mean, how many of you guys have ever witnessed someone being bullied? Or how many of you have been bullied? Or have you been a bully? How many of you have done something to make someone feel bad for who they are, or if they did something? Really? Like, it doesn't give you power. If you think it gives you power or give you popularity, it doesn't. It just makes you a jerk, and it makes you really hurtful. You're just rude to that person. These people who are being harassed a lot, they can't help themselves. They were born this way. This person has acne on his face. This person's overweight. This person's gay. This person's a transgender. This girl is 17 and she has a baby. It doesn't matter. These people can't help themselves. They can't help themselves that they were either born this way or they've made mistakes that they can't regret. It doesn't mean that they're normal human beings like everybody else. I mean, you guys need to learn that you need to really stand up for yourselves and be strong about being who you are and embrace it. And help stay strong for your friends and stand up for your friends as well. I mean, like, so many people are being bullied and harassed for this and everything. It's not cool at all. I mean, some people just bully for the heck of bullying. I mean, someone just says, like, calls you a faggot and you're just like, oh my god, why did you just call me that? I don't even know you, so why are you doing this to me? I don't know you, so why are you harassing me like this? A kid gets beaten up on a bus and no one does anything. They just sit and watch and like, ha, that kid's getting beat by this fat kid. This is so funny. We should record this. That's not cool. That is not cool whatsoever. It's like, instead of using it as your enjoyment, help the person. Even if you're small and weak, just stand up and speak. Just be, hey, you have to leave that kid alone. He didn't do anything. Just let him go. If they don't listen, then that's your cue to get an adult or get somebody that could help. This is the thing that I want to know is, where are the parents, the teachers, the bus drivers? Where are all of them when this stuff happens? They're nowhere. It seems like to me, teachers, faculty members of schools, bus drivers, and even parents don't even do anything about it. They don't do crap about it. They would just sit around and be like, oh, you know what? They'll just deal with it. It'll go away. It just goes away like every other problem. It's their fault. They need to ignore it. No, it's not. Pretty much, if the teachers actually act up for once, they could actually save that kid's life. Like, teachers think it's okay and it's just a normal phase if a person says to a person, I effing hate you, you're stupid, I'm gonna come over to your house and kill you. How is that normal? To me, it's a dangerous threat. That student should be calling like the police or to the principal, having like confirmation from this and have an investigation on who's doing this and why they're doing it. Like, this is the reason why so many kids are going down a dangerous road to like depression and suicide. I just don't get it. I mean, I feel sorry for the families that lost their kids due to this. And it hurts because those kids were in so much pain and no one did nothing to do for them. They were voices that could not be heard. But now, stuff like this I'm doing, their voices can be heard. I just know this because you gotta stand up. You have to be brave. You need to face these people and not be scared. Like, yes, bullying happens every day. We can help minimize it. We can minimize it just by getting help and educating the young-minded. It's delicate enough on young children to see this. People should think before you say like a word like queer or bitch or whore or something. You need to think before you say that word. You need to remember a child could be listening, and then they could get an influence of that they should use those words. Children are more manipulated and more, if they hear these words, are more likely to bully themselves. And we don't need that at all. It's not cool at all. Stand up for yourself, okay? Stand up for your friends. Case in point, last week, my friend, like, he didn't know about this this little silent thing at the beginning of our announcements, and he didn't know. This girl behind me starts saying pretty much that he's stupid and that he should have known, but he was easily distracted. We all get distracted, and she just goes off making fun of him and all that crap. I go behind her and I just say, you know what? He didn't know. Leave him alone. Just let him be. She's just like, you need to shut up. He should have known. You just need to shut the heck up. I say some things. I go, you know what? Go F yourself. You're a bitch. And screw you. And she's like, shut up, you effing whore. You're a bitch. You need to go F yourself because you look like you're good enough to do it. And that was when I drew the line. I decided to get up, and I'm like, you know what? Do you seriously want to go with me? Because I will go with you. And she's like, we got up. We were about to fight, nose to nose, pretty much. My fist was ready in my hand. My friend stopped me. And at first I blacked out, and I realized, what the hell did I just do? But then I'm like, you know what? This was technically a good thing, though. I stood up for my friend. I stood up to a bully, pretty much. I stood up to somebody who was harassing my poor friend, who was, like, helpless and didn't know what to do, pretty much. I stood up and I fought for my friend because I knew it was the right thing to do. Because you can't just let the bully win. You need to stand up for you and your friends. Be strong and just go up and just tell them, you can't talk to me or to my friend that way. He didn't do anything to you, so why are you being like this? Don't just sit there quiet in the shadows. You gotta speak out. Like, voices deserve to be heard. You can't, like, we're all different. You're all born different. We're born gay. We're born lesbian. We're born transgendered. We're born with acne. We're born with mental disabilities. We're born Asian. We're born black. We're born Native American. We're all born differently. But that doesn't mean that everybody should be left out. This is what leads to discrimination and everything. People get left out of the equation, and because they think that they have problems when really they don't. They can't help themselves. Like, I think everybody, no matter who they are, is unique and beautiful in their own way. And I'm talking to you too, alright? If you're watching this, I may not know you, I may never meet you at all, or you may not know me, but I think you're a great person. You're great in your own way. You may not think it, but you are. You gotta believe in yourself and believe in others that you are. I have those thoughts all the time where I think, who are my friends? I feel like my brain is telling me you have nothing when my heart is telling me you have something. And I think, who do I believe in? My brain or my heart? Which one is more important? But then I realize, you gotta think of how lucky you are and what you have. Like, don't even think about committing suicide, because it's not a good thing. Trust me, I've been there. It's not a good thing. It's just, You gotta think. If you're having a problem with bullies, or if you think someone is, then talk to someone. Just go and talk to somebody. They'll help you out. I just talked to a psychologist and I felt better about talking about it, because if I didn't, then who knows what might happen to me. I would have gone down right back into my depression mode that I used to be in, and who knows what would have happened. It's just, life is so cruel. But then in time it gets better if you think about it. Bullying happens everywhere. Like, now that we've morphed into technology, it's happened a lot in the internet, on Facebook and everything. You need to think before you post. It's important to think before you start posting. Okay? You need to think who could be watching that. Facebook may seem private, but it's open to the public. You never know who could be watching a video you post, a comment that you post, or post a picture. You never know who could be watching. You need to seriously think before you speak. Think before you post. If we all just think, then maybe we could start morphing and start to let bully plummet really low as soon. And we might not be able to have it anymore. A world without bullying is a better place than a world with bullying. And like parents, if you think that your child is being a bully, you need to take action. Be a parent and take action. Start talking to your kids and ask them what's going on. Because if you don't, then it's going to get worse. Who knows what your kid will do? You need to seriously think about what might happen and what's going to happen in the future. So, I feel a lot better getting this off my chest. It's, like, I don't know what else. It's just, I'll probably make more videos about bullying, to tell you the truth, because it's a big topic that I discuss. So, it's like, wow. So, yeah, just, what I'm saying is, be strong, be true to yourself, love your friends, stand up for yourself and stand up for your friends. Stop bullying for good. We can all stop bullying one small step at a time and make the world a better place for all people, all races, all colors, all people can be all equal. Because we can all be equal and be friends with one another if we just think on what we can do. Alright? So, be strong, be tough. God, why do I say that? I sound like I'm dying or something. I sound like I'm gonna die, or this is like my will and testament. But, yeah, you gotta be tough about it, alright? So just toughen yourself out and you'll be strong, alright? Till then, I'll see you later.